All right, everybody pull out your calculators real quick. 18 months, create $400,000 worth of value, about 30%.
The price changes based on who your tenant is and what they can pay. Small owner that's not playing in that space and doesn't know that world is going to completely miss out.
And then in 18 months, we're gonna look at doing a cash out refinance, and our new value is gonna be $35 million. And so within 18 months, we're gonna have created almost $1 million worth of value simply by going to the tenants within the first couple of months that we're there and executing this business plan.
He's also being conservative, right?
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the live. Have we established a name for these yet? What can we call these? Drop it in the chat if you want to. If you have an idea for a name of these lives that we do every week. Can we? I might share my screen. Can we get that thing, please, too? What do we want to call it? Commercial $1 Million Mondays. $1 Million Mondays, where we teach you how to find $1 million at least in every deal that you do. Today, we're going to be talking about value. Where are you tuning in from? We have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Where are you guys tuning in from right now? We're here in Austin, Texas. Some say the best city in Texas. Although I'm pretty intrigued with the Dallas, Texas market that we are starting to explore and invest in. Kaufman County, where we're buying the RV park. It is the fastest growing county in Texas. I think last year in 2023, it had a population increase of over 230 to 50,000 people moved to Kaufman County. That's pretty insane growth. But anyways, $1 Million Mondays, where we're going to be showing you how to buy real estate deals, how to analyze deals, how to make sure you don't lose money in real estate, and how you secure wealth and your future by investing in good real estate assets. And today what we're going to be talking about is value, how to add value to your deals, how to identify opportunity and value, and how to make sure that your deals make money, right? We talk about it a lot, the fundamentals of real estate investments. First and foremost, you need a good location. You need to make sure that it cash flows day one. And if it doesn't cash flow day one, there needs to be a really good reason why it's not, and how you're going to be able to shortly after acquisition get it to start cash flowing immediately. Next is being able to support good debt terms, because buying properties cash is for suckers. And you want to utilize leverage. You want to maximize your investment. You want to maximize your returns, maximize your tax benefits. And that's why real estate is such a beautiful thing, is you don't have to buy it cash like you do stocks or anything else. You can go in, utilize the bank's money, utilize other people's money, and maximize your returns. Good management teams. And then also, last but not least, is the ability to increase the value of the property. The cash flow will provide you a cash on cash return annually. It'll pay you every single month, pay you every quarter, pay you every year. And that is good free cash flow that you get in your pocket based on the cash that you invested. But the other thing that you're looking for, because that's not all you want the appreciation. You want the ability to add value and create value in your property. So let's dive into it. Drop here in the comments, number one, where you're viewing from. Number two, if you have an idea for what we should call this. I don't really like $1 Million Mondays, but the M&M, it rolls together, so that's what we're saying today. However, drop in the comments if you have an idea of what to call these. Second, for purpose of today and learning how to identify value and calculate value in these deals, I need you to do two things. First and foremost, I want you to pull out pen and paper. You need to take notes, okay? Second thing I need you to do is get your phone ready, because you need a calculator. Real estate involves math, very simple math, but you need to have your calculator ready, and you need to be able to do these calculations fast so that you can move with speed, so that you can pull the trigger on deals while everybody else is running their big spreadsheets, right? Big spreadsheets are good, but you don't need them. You just need a simple calculator that does a little multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So get your pen and paper, get your calculator ready, and let's get started. Write this down. This is how commercial real estate is valued. It's valued based on the net operating income. The NOI, the net operating income, is the income that the property produces after you have paid your operating expenses. So you got your gross rents, right? Whether it's multifamily, it doesn't matter if it's retail or industrial, RV park, mobile home park, storage units. You got your rental income, right? Here's your top line revenue. Here's your rental income. Then you're likely going to have some vacancy depending on what asset class it is, but for the most part, you're probably going to have some vacancy. So you're going to take away your vacancy, and then you're going to have other income, right? So this is things such as application fees. If it's retail industrial, it might be charging back the CAM expenses that you're paying for. Could be charging back utilities, pet rent, late fees, things of that nature. You got your other income, right? You add all that together, and then you've got your gross income. Then you're going to subtract your operating expenses. Your operating expenses are things such as property management, property taxes, insurance, maintenance and repairs, salaries that you're having to pay, any utilities you might be paying for, make-readies, etc. These are all your operating expenses. So you got your income minus your operating expenses gives you your net operating income. Now, this is not factor in your debt expense, right? So this is pre-debt. And your net operating income is going to be how your property is valued. So in your market, wherever you're looking to purchase, your market is valued based on a cap rate. Okay? Cap rate stands for capitalization rate. It's just the relationship between NOI and price. Okay, the equation for cap rate is NOI divided by price times 100 equals capitalization rate. So if you're in a market such as, let's just use Austin or Dallas, for example, your cap rate is probably going to be somewhere around 4.5% to 5% right now. When interest rates lower, it's going to be a lower cap rate. Interest rates and cap rates move parallel to each other. So if interest rates rise, that means cap rates are rising. Interest rates lower means cap rates are lowering. And it's because it's in relation to your NOI. So when interest rates lower, it means that you can afford to pay more for properties because your debt expense is going to cost less with the lower interest rate. When interest rates rise, it means that you can pay less for properties because your debt's going to cost more. So I want to show y'all how this is valued here, okay? Because this is how you are going to increase the value of your properties, not only get the cash flow, not only get the tax benefits, but then create a spread and add value to your property so that you can make millions of dollars. So let's say your NOI is $200,000. If your NOI is $200,000 and you bought this at a 5% cap rate, just to not confuse people, let's go ahead and mark this out. 5% cap rate. What you're going to do to figure out the price or the value is you're going to take $200,000 and you're going to divide it by 5%. So I want everybody to grab your calculators. Take $200,000, just like that. divide it by 0.05, which is 5%, equals the value of the property, market value, $4 million. So if you got a property that produces $200,000 worth of NOI and you're in a market that trades for a 5 cap, then that means the market value of your property is $4 million. Now, that's the simple way to figure out how property is valued. You see how we did not use any spreadsheets? You see how we didn't, sit here for 45 minutes analyzing all these different things? That's simply how fast you can analyze a deal to see, if you're underpaying or overpaying. Now, I want to show you the added value formula. The added value formula. By the way, we're going to be covering all this stuff April 6th at a live virtual workshop. It's free, doesn't cost you anything to attend. We're going to be covering all this for like 5-6 hours, teaching you how to go out and buy commercial real estate assets in your market. Commercial real estate investing virtual workshop hosted by myself, maybe one of my partners if they're here. Saturday, April 6th from 11 to 4 p.m. give or take. I'm going to spend the whole day with you guys breaking down commercial real estate assets, how you can go and buy them in your market, and how you can start building your wealth doing this. You have to register to attend. It'll be on Zoom. Say again? Kat says it's in the description, but you can also go to treuniversity.com/CRE to sign up. All right, so the added value formula. So this is the added value formula. It's going to be your rent increase, rental increase times your occupancy, rental increase times your occupancy, and then you're going to divide that by your cap rate. And this is going to equal your added value. Very simple equation. You need three things. Whoop, 1, 2. My hand was right in what my mouth was saying. All right, so you need 3 things. You need to know what you're going to increase the rents by, the NOI. You need to know what your average occupancy is for whatever market you're investing in. You need to know what your market cap rate is. And then if you have those 3 things, you can look at any deal and figure out, all right, how much money, how much value am I going to add here? How much am I going to be creating by coming into this property and executing my business plan? Now, write all this down. I'm going to move pages here in just a second and start running through some numbers with you. Rental increase times your occupancy. Now, why am I saying rental increase times occupancy and I'm not saying increase in NOI? Well, it's the same thing essentially, right? Just because for example, this RV park that we're buying, we are going to be raising the rents by 30%, give or take, in the first couple of months. Now, when I go and I raise these rents, we're buying in April and we'll have the rents raised by June across the board for every RV slot. And we're only raising them up to market. We're not going above and beyond. We're not doing anything crazy. And honestly, we're probably still a little below where we should be based on the amenities our park has, how nice our park is, all those things. But they're so far below market rents right now that we're just bringing them up to about where market would be compared to the other parks around. So, but it's April when we buy it, June when we execute the rental increase after doing a couple of things. But my operating expenses are not changing from April 15th to June 1st in those 45 days there. When I raise the rents, it doesn't mean my operating expenses are going to also increase. Management might increase slightly because it's based on a percentage of the rents. But other than that, my operating expenses aren't going to increase. So that's why I'm not taking my income minus my expenses, etc. I'm simply going to the tenants or residents, and we're saying, hey, your rent is now $150 more than it was. And there's no addition of expenses. That doesn't cost us anything to do that. We're going to type up a letter. On-site management is going to oversee the execution of this, but there's no added expenses. So it's simply just the increase in revenue, the rents, times my occupancy, because you don't operate at 100% occupancy the entire time. Divide that by the cap rate, and that gives you your added value. So let's do this. I want everybody, I hope you wrote this down. I want everybody to get out your calculator. And I'm going to show you how you can figure out how much money you're going to make on these deals. By the way, do we have any questions? All right, cool. All right, so let's do it like this. This is, let's say you got 109 RV slots. It's a real example. 109 RV slots, okay? You're going to raise the rent increase by $150 per slot. Now, I'm going to take this 150, sorry, I didn't have this in the equation earlier, but same thing. 150 times the number of units equals my rental increase. Get your calculator out. This is how you figure out how much money you're making. 109 times 150 equals what? What's it equal? 109 times 150 equals $16,350 a month. Now, Kat, I want to know the annual number. So what are we going to do? That's a monthly number. All right, so multiply times 12. Good job. And what does that equal? 196,200. $200. All right, good job. Now this is 100% occupied. Now the RV park's going to stay about 95% occupied. So what do we do from here? Yeah, times your occupancy. So times 0.95 times 0.95. What does that equal? 186,390. All right, and this is my increase right here, my annualized increase, right? Can you explain to me why? We have 109 slots, raise the rents by $150. That equals an extra $16,350 a month. To figure out the annual income, multiply by 12, gives you $196,200. Multiply that by your occupancy, which is 95% here. That gives us 186. All right, Kat. All right, listen here, guys. Number one, Kat's not good at math. Okay? Compared to me. Kat's not good at math. How many deals have you bought? How much of a big investor are you? She's not a big investor. She actually hasn't bought. You bought one deal. Kat's bought one deal. So my point in saying this is that if Kat can do this, you can do this. If anybody can do it, you can. All right. It's very simple. So Kat, hold on. Get back over here. All right. So we got our annual rental increase after we've accounted for our occupancy. Now, Kat, I want you to tell me how much value we're creating. This is a 7 cap deal. It's valued at a 7 cap. So we're going to divide our annual increase by 10%. And how much value are we adding? what? Tell me again. It makes me smile. How much? $2.6 million. $2,662,000. We're gonna round down. This is how much value. Ding, 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 ding. Come over here. Give me a high five, Kat. Good job. You just did not only $1 million math, but $2.6 million math. So this is how much value we're going to add. Thanks for playing. This is how much value we are going to add to the RV park within 45 days. All we're doing is we're going there and we're saying your rent is now $150 more than you have been paying. That's it. And the moment we do that over the first 45, 55 days, and we raise all the rents by $150 per slot, accounting for the 95% occupancy, we just added $2.6 million worth of value. And that's all that we did. Now, this is not considering us developing the additional slots. This is not considering us raising rents over the 5 years that we're going to hold on to this thing. This is within the first 45 to 90 days. We're going to create $2.6 million worth of value simply by raising the rents $150. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you were looking for. That is how you add value. That is how you can take an okay investment or a good investment and make it just an absolute home run, amazing investment. Now, there's other things that make this deal good, but creating $2.6 million out of thin air in the first 90 days by raising rents is amazing. And this is what you're looking for. This is how you want to identify deals. This is what you're looking for in deals. You need the ability to raise the rent so that you can add this value. All right, Kat. Let's do another one. Hey, is the audio working out well? Good. Yeah. Who said that? Yeah, it makes me smile. I can't believe I stopped smiling. That's what you're looking for in deals. And guess what? It's not based on, the updates that we did to the property. It's not based on what the house next door sold for. It's based on the NOI. All right, so let's do some math. Kat, tell me an apartment complex size. How many units? Think big. Don't think small. 700. Okay, 700, sure. But give me a number between 50 and 150.
You said big.
All right, you did think big, but I mean, go ahead. Tell me a number between 50 and 150.
150.
All right, 150. 150 unit apartment. All right, we're going to do some backwards math here. Well, you can't read my writing? Did I spell apartment right? All right, so we're going to do some backwards math here. How much money are you going to make, Kat? $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million on added value? Come on. Huh? 4 million? The hell are you going to do with 4 million? You buy a lot of dachshunds? All right. Kat wants to make $4 million on this deal of added value. Okay, so Kat, what cap rate does this market trade at? 5 cap, 6 cap, 7 cap? Where are you buying this at? In Austin? All right. So let's say it's a 5 cap. Okay. Now what I want you to do, because we're doing some backwards math here. What I'm trying to show you is, if you want to make $4 million on a 150 unit apartment complex, you need to know how much you need to increase the rents by, right? All right, so we're going to multiply this times 0.05, which is the cap rate. 200,000, that's it? Okay, so that means you need to increase the NOI by $200,000 in a 5-cap market in order to, it's the same math as earlier, should have known that, in order to make $4 million, okay? All right, so 200,000. We're going to keep doing some backwards math here. Austin's a good market. Let's say it's 93% occupied. So I want you to do 200,000 divided by 0.93. 215, right? Divided by 0.93. We're doing some backwards math here. This is high-level stuff. Cat is lost. Yeah, divided by 0.93 because you're accounting for your occupancy now. 215,000. Good job. Because this is your gross rental increase. If you raise every unit and got up to 215,000, then you need to multiply by your occupancy to get to your annual your NOI here. So that's why we did that. All right. So now what I want you to do is take 215,000 and divide it by 150 units. What is that?
I did that earlier, but it was 100 plus.
What?
I did it before we divided by.
Just tell me. 215 divided by 150.
1433.
All right. 1433. This is the annual increase. All right. I'm going to hope you wrote all this down. We're moving on. 150 unit, 5-cap market. The target is $4 million. We need to increase the NOI by 200 grand. So we've learned that the annual increase per unit is 1433. This is, yeah, we're good. All right, now take that, divide by 12. We're figuring out monthly now. 119. So if you have a 150 unit apartment complex and you raise the rents by $119 per unit and a 93% occupancy market, 119, right? If you raise the rents by $119 per unit, you will make $4 million in added value. Pretty sweet, right? You'll see how we did that? Yeah, well, it's not even considering the other income. It's just the rental increase. But now we're going to take it 119 times 150 equals what, Kat? Times 12 times 0.93 divided by 0.05 4 million. See how we did that? So that's what you're looking for. You don't want to go into anything that you're not able to go in and raise the rents on. You don't want to go into anything that's already, fully maxed out. There's no way to add value to the property. And a lot of times you don't have to go in and do a bunch of work to these properties. All you got to do, everybody give Kat a round of applause for the $4 million math. All right, so you don't have to do a lot of things to these properties. You like the RV park, we could raise it right now without doing anything, but we're going to bring in some Wi-Fi. We're going to do some other things that aren't going to cost us much, if any, to bring in there. But it's not like we're doing a complete renovation. If an apartment complex, 150 unit apartment complex, I want to do this here, $4 million. In order to make $4 million, if you buy a 150 unit apartment complex and they are $200 below market rents per unit, and you go in and you raise it $119, not even bringing it up to market, in a 5-cap market, you just created $4 million worth of value. That's it. You didn't go in, you didn't renovate all the units, you didn't, Put quartz countertops in all the units. You didn't put new ceiling fans, new flooring, new landscaping. You didn't build a pool. You didn't do none of that stuff. All you did was go to the tenants and say, your rent is now $119 more than it was. And you just created $4 million worth of value by simply doing that. So that's how easy it is to make money in real estate. That's how easy it is to make $4 million. You just have to, this is not the easy part, because you got to go out there and you got to find a 150 unit deal in a 5-cap market, negotiate it at a price that makes sense, be able to get good debt on it, put the good management team in there, and execute the business plan of raising the rents by $119 in order to make $4 million. Now, when I say it's not that easy, it is. You just got to know what to look for. You got to know how to look for it. You got to know who to talk to. You got to know what to say. You got to know how to do the $4 million math. You got to know these things, right? If this is your first time watching this, you're not just going to go out there and find one, most likely, right? You need some credibility. You need to know what to say, how to analyze it, who to talk to, where to look for it. And then once you find it, then you got to know how to execute the business plan. So this is what we're here for, though, right? Like I told you, within the first 45 to 90 days, we're going to make $2.6 million in added value to our RV park that we're buying. Easy. It'll be the easiest $2.6 million we've ever made. But there's a lot of things that went into that, right? We had to have the investors. We had to negotiate the deal for months and months and months. And we're still negotiating it. We had to bring the investors in there. We had to get it under contract. We had to secure the seller financing. We had to put all these factors into place in order to be in a position to do this. But here's the thing. You can do this too. Anybody can do this. It's not rocket science, as I just saw. Kat did the math. And if Kat can do the math, you can do the math. And that's all this is. It's a simple equation. But on April 6th, well, we got a question?
Well,
Come
someone DM'd us earlier saying that him and his wife are looking to buy an RV mobile home park, and so they asked advice on like how they can do that, how they can get the capital in order to even take it down.
Yeah. Well, it's a long answer to that question, but here's how you do it: is you show up on April 6th. You sign up for the live virtual workshop we're doing. I'm going to teach you guys this for 6 hours straight. I got asked a question of how do you invest in real estate? Essentially was the question, which I can answer, but it's a long question. We could sit here for 6 hours answering it. But if you show up on April 6th, I'll show you the exact steps. I'll show you how to find the deals, how to analyze the deals, how to find the partners for the deals, how to structure the deals, put the deals together, and how you can go out in your marketplace and do deals like this where you can make millions of dollars and secure your wealth and your future and financial freedom for you and your family. April 6th, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do have to register for the event. Go to, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm going to spend the whole day going over all these things with you, answering your questions. It's a live virtual workshop. But you have to register to attend. Click this link right here. It's in the description. Go to treuniversity.com/CRE. And I'm going to show you on that Saturday how you can do these deals in your market. But the added value formula is just one aspect of it. You need a team. You need to know what market you're investing in, what a good market is to invest in, how to underwrite the deal, how to secure the deal, how to make sure that it's cash flowing, how to get the right debt on the deal, how to get the equity and the investors for the deal, how to put all that together, and then how to execute the business plan forward. So we're going to cover all that on April 6th, free virtual live workshop. But that's all we got today. Kat did some $4 million math. Comment in here a new name for this. I really want to call this something, and we'll put it up behind us. We'll put the Monday logo behind us here. But that's all we got today. Reach out if you need anything. All you real estate agents out there who are watching this, we just recorded an episode of the Real Entrepreneur podcast earlier today. It'll come out Friday. But all you real estate agents out there who are worried about the NAR proposed settlement, find you some investors. The biggest piece of advice I could give you is find you investors and bring deals like this to investors. I'm not talking about the single family home flipper who's never flipped a house before. I'm not talking about the person who, is buying their first rental property. Go find you some real active closers, some real investors, the ones who are doing deals like this and looking for deals like this, because we will always, 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 always pay you commission for value that you bring, for deals that you bring, and you can easily make, 500 grand, $1 million a year in commissions simply by representing investors and bringing good deals. That would be my advice is, focus on real investors. You need 1, 2, maybe 3 clients and you're set for the rest of your life. If you provide value to those clients, bring deals to those clients will always take care of you. And you never have to worry about what NAR and the MLS and what the listing broker is saying, because that investor will always pay you your commission. Yeah, Friday the podcast is coming out where I expand my thoughts even further. But we'll pay you a commission. Bring us deals. Bring us a $4 million math deal like this. Do you know what, Kat? Let's say that this deal trades for $150,000 a door. What's 150,000 times 150? Come on, quick math. 22 million. If you got paid even 1.5% for bringing that deal to an investor, it'd be $337,000 commission that you'd be getting paid. So just think about it, and we'll see you next week.